back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens.
Come on, fellas.
Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Keys. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw. Keys. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keys nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Keys. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Check four. Wait. Shift. Alert flare.
They start the drive with Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Check. Check 26. Check. Crunch. SOS.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Barker. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Eagles 0.
second down now. It's Connor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. On third down, it's Connor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Tighten up. Check 13.
On first down, Connor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 17. Watch the eye.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Connor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll look to run with Connor, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. 36. Kill. Check. Hang on. He's cracked.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one, And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw on second down. Keys. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Switch. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Situation, let's go. Slam. Leo, you got tight right there. Check 9. Hey, check 20. Check 24.
On first down, Connor. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
17. You must be dreaming. Get it on. Fresh. Show it up. Off. Check 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. And he'll lay out. out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kill. Watch the whip. Back.
44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Begin. Check. Kill.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Watch twist.
Again, it's Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Somebody in there. I'm coming. Check.
A first down carry now for Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, man. Hatch it. Check three. Shoot. Check 37. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run here with Connor, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check pass. Mike 12. Hey, tight them.
Operating from the gun, Keys. That'll be complete to Breida. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Keys. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down in inches.
Kill. Watch out.
On third down, it's Connor. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on, baby.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready? Now to go. 6. Don't get nervous. Watch twist. 6. Wait.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Keys. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Shift. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. I got it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Keys. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 17, Mike 17. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Let's go. Come on. Jim. Shut up.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Now it's Miller running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Undercrush.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.